He came home all head up about hunting, or not hunting rather, about sailing, because he'd seen all those sailboats on those Minnesota lakes. He talked me into building a little 12-foot long rowboat. We put a sail on it. Mother and I made the sail. Mother was unhappy that we were ruining her sewing machine, but I don't know if we did or not. And we had a 12-foot long, 3-foot wide rowboat with a sail on it. Rigged a rooftop carrier so we could put the boat on top of the car. Talked the folks into driving us to Nelson Reservoir with the boat on the roof. John and I put the boat into Nelson Reservoir, sailed it around for a while, and actually it worked, and we got in and out of the water and eventually got back to shore. Whatever, that was our first experience with sailboating. And John was so enthusiastic. Next time he came back from Minnesota that summer, he wanted us to build a real sailboat. And of course, us meant me and John's childhood friend, Charlie Peterson, who lived down the street from us, who had the mortuary and had a garage in back of the mortuary. So John talked Charlie into getting involved with us and talked me into doing most of the work, and had this plan from the boating magazine on how to build a sailboat. And that's the one that has the cabin on it, and a keel, and a genuine mast, and a genuine sail. That's the one we have several pictures of. And eventually Charlie and I built that boat, with Charlie doing very little, John not even around. Got the boat in order, got Dad's friend Elmer Johnson to haul it out to Fort Peck with us because it had a keel, so it was pretty big and pretty hard to haul. Elmer provided a couple of his big machines and his big trucks, took it out to Fort Peck for us. We dropped it in the Fort Peck Lake, and we were admirals, hotshots, sailors. And this was coming on the regatta July 4th, if I remember, a big event at Fort Peck for some reason or other. And boat races, people gathering around the side hill, watching all the events. We're out on the sailboat with Mr. and Mrs. Russ St. Clair, who are friends and guests, and we're all enjoying the sailboat. We sat there with no wind and dropped our little anchor so we could sit in the boat and watch the races. And the wind came up. We had the jib up and we had the mainsail up because there wasn't any wind, so it didn't matter. But when the wind hit us, it did matter. It tips the boat over. And of course the boat was made out of wood. The boat tipped over flat. The sail floats on the surface. So we all get on the high edge of the boat and we're sitting there with our feet on the keel looking stupid. And somebody came and towed us in. Very embarrassing.